Ron, some filmmakers would have just focused on the kids and the divers, but instead you give this amazing overall look. We see the rescue workers that the volunteers did, the involvement of the government. Can you speak to that decision? Because I thought it really paid off.
Early on, after I read the screenplay by Bill Nicholson, I thought, what an amazing story, what great movie moments. I've then followed up with my own research just to make sure that that stuff really happened, and it really really did. But I began to learn, more and more, and I literally jotted down on my script cover, that very first draft that I read, I said, "Anatomy of a Miracle," and I began to feel that while we certainly wanted to do the divers, events, and that's the epicenter of the action and the suspense and the real life death stuff, but I recognize so many other brands of heroism and courage on display, and I thought that we mustn't overlook that they can't be in that cave if there isn't food. They can't be in that cave if there isn't the water pumping system that's underway, if there's the medical group, and I felt like it was important to sort of say, this is what it looks like, folks. If you want to achieve something great, it's not just one thing. It's not just somebody rides to the rescue. It's a group of people getting into this mindset of, this might be a long shot, but we're going to take the time we have right now, the resources we have right now. We're not going to look anywhere else. We're just going to look to ourselves and give what we can and try to make it happen. And I really hope that that's a takeaway for people who see the movie.
Beautifully put. And Raymond, this is just such an amazing story, like Ron said, of thousands of people coming together to save the lives of these boys. How fulfilling is it knowing that you are really helping honor the heroics of these people that, really sacrificed a lot?
I mean, like I'm just a, small wheel in the cog of everything, but my real duty is to really honor what Ron had actually told me about, which is, when we started, he was saying, look, we've been going through this pandemic, the world is kind of fractured and fraught socio-politically. And there's this real life story that actually gives so much hope, because it shows that when people come together without all these barriers among each other, we can actually achieve something truly great. And isn't that such an important message that we have to the world today, where there are a lot of, like division going on. And I thought that was so right, because yes, of course, it's a story that took place in Thailand involving Thai kids and, like required the whole nation to come together. But bigger than that, and just, one country, it's really about the humanity overall. And I think that is a message that we just truly need right now.
I did really feel
Definitely.
like that there was a lot of fascination and freshness and entertainment value in Thai culture, because we see it in movies, but generally it's kind of action stuff. It's maybe crime based. It might, and it's cool, but it's mostly Bangkok. And as I began to understand this story, there's this whole other aspect to Thai culture that's very unique, very powerful, and had a huge impact on this story, including the spirituality of that northern region of Thailand that factored into it. And even the European divers who came in not knowing anything about it, many of them told me that they felt something, that it was kind of there was something about the spiritual energy of the place that was palpable.